Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are observing the unobserved, analysing the incomprehensible, and touching the often untouched. Your mum, could not myself. Today we are looking at 10 disturbing locations in Final Fantasy games. Let's do it. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. The Bottom of the Sea, Final Fantasy VII. No big deal, just a giant green monster casually swimming around. I've saved recently, right? For anyone else with a healthy dose of thalassophobia, a fear of deep bodies of water, the dark and vast ocean of Final Fantasy VII might have made you super uncomfortable. Moving in 3 dimensions opens the world up in a way that kind of feels uncomfortable. But then in the vast nothing, you see Emerald Weapon, and it would have freaked anyone out. Emerald Weapon really freaked me out. It was absurdly powerful and the first enemy I remember seeing as an actual sprite on the world map. That was enough to freak me out beyond anything I'd seen in a game. I said freaked out too much, but I was goddamn freaked out. Castle X Death, Final Fantasy V. Castle X Death in Final Fantasy V is terrifying because by the time you're in it, you get a nasty bait and switch and it's too late to escape. Built from the remnants of worlds swallowed by the void, the castle is a surreal, corrupted space where logic breaks down. The eerie music, grotesque enemy designs, and unpredictable layout make it feel alive, and considering the walls are built out of bodies that seem to be on the edge of death and some that are deep in it, it makes sense it feels alive. It's literally breathing. Phantom Train, Final Fantasy VI. The Phantom Train in Final Fantasy VI is a fascinating case of how something seemingly minor can leave a pretty major impact. At its core, the train is little more than a self-contained, non-repeatable dungeon with minimal relevance to the overarching story, obviously aside from some rounding out of Cyan's character. Despite this, it remains one of the most iconic moments in the whole game. The suspenseful journey through haunted carriages filled with eerie spirits en route to the afterlife creates a chilling and atmospheric experience. The whole thing feels super eerie and has a layer beneath it of lore that we'll probably never even know about. Necrohole of Nabudis, Final Fantasy XII. The city was once perched above a vast lake, then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. And by that I mean the Arcadian Empire launched an invasion and unleashed the Midlight Shard. Same thing. This caused the entire city to collapse into the waters below, killing all who lived there. The souls of the lost now linger, haunting the crumbling ruins. While players can explore the wreckage, they must tread carefully. Thick mist has brought forth some of the game's most dangerous monsters, and deep within this forsaken place lie 3 ancient, world-ending beasts. Why on earth would you go down there to begin with? Well, treasure, obviously. Ragnarok, Final Fantasy VIII. Airships are a long-standing staple of traversing the world in the Final Fantasy series, but the way players acquire the Ragnarok in Final Fantasy VIII stands out as particularly memorable. When Squall and Rinoa first board the seemingly abandoned vessel, in freaking space by the way, they're met with a chilling surprise. Grotesque alien creatures called propagators have taken over. With 3 legs, sagging arms, and a torso lined with teeth, their disturbing design makes our skin crawl. The fight's not that hard, but going through an abandoned spaceship fighting aliens is basically the worst setting imaginable. Ripley struggled, so what makes me think I can do it? Bmesia, Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX serves as a farewell to the PS1 era, an era that was able to create some truly disturbing settings with its pre-rendered backgrounds. One of the most harrowing moments in this particular entry comes when the party arrives in Bmesia, a rain-soaked kingdom inhabited by rat-like people. Fleeing her power-mad mother, Queen Bran, Princess Garnet witnesses firsthand the devastation caused by Bran's warpath. Bmesia lies in ruin, the citizens slain, the streets eerily empty, and the rain never-ending. Though some survivors do make it to Clara, that refuge is later destroyed as well, pushing the Bmesians to the brink of extinction. Bmesia highlights the ugly side of war, the genocide, and it is deeply upsetting. Shinra Building, Final Fantasy VII. Even the music at the Shinra Building is enough to let you know this place is creepy. Final Fantasy VII is known for its mature themes and number of bizarre, unsettling moments. From the destruction of Cloud's hometown to the surreal design of the Temple of Ancients, this game is full of spooks. One of the most jarring sequences occurs during the infiltration of the Shinra Building. After being captured and imprisoned, the party awakens to find their cells mysteriously unlocked. What follows is a chilling trail of blood leading through Shinra's lab, littered with corpses and carnage. When you finally arrive at the assassinated Shinra president with Sephiroth's blades sticking out of his back, you're thinking, oh man, this guy's going to be hard to face. Zanakin Ruins, Final Fantasy X. The whole game basically leads up to this moment, and it delivers. Final Fantasy X opens with Tidus enjoying life in the bustling, high-tech city of Zanakin, until it goes bye-bye. After waking on a distant shore, he meets Yuna and her guardians and joins their pilgrimage, hoping to find answers, particularly about how yesterday he was in Zanakin, and today they're saying Zanakin has been gone for 1,000 years. The journey eventually brings him full circle to Zanakin, only to reveal that Zanakin is in fact gone. For Tidus, it's a haunting and disorienting moment, and for players, it's a section that isn't scary or difficult, it's just filled with loss and sadness.
Benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life. It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask. Use my life, Lady Yoken, and rid Spira of sin.
What was that?
Train Graveyard, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
What kind?
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted.
While the train graveyard had a slightly eerie vibe in the original Final Fantasy VII, it wasn't until it returned in the Final Fantasy VII Remake that the area truly embraced its horror potential. In the remake, the graveyard becomes a psychologically intense setting, with each character facing their own emotional turmoil. Aerith reflects on her childhood, while Tifa is visibly shaken by the presence of lingering spirits. The entire level keeps you on edge and was a highlight for the remake, drawing out sections and expanding on them. I could have done without Jessie's side mission to eat soup with her parents or whatever, but the train section, super dope.
I think that's...
Plate separation code is... Got it. Yeah, of course I do. We can stop the damn thing whenever.
World of Ruin, Final Fantasy VI. This is kinda cheating because it's the whole world, but it's my list and I'll do whatever I want. In Final Fantasy VI, midway through the game, the party reaches a floating continent where they must stop Emperor Gestal and Kefka from upsetting the world's balance. In a shocking twist, Kefka turns on Gestal, kills him, and causes the continent to crash into the planet below. The resulting devastation transforms the world into a bleak, post-apocalyptic wasteland. Towns lie in ruin, continents are shattered, and once lush landscapes are replaced by lifeless hues of orange and purple. It's a chilling moment where, for once, the villain actually succeeds. You're then forced to navigate a world permanently scarred by Kefka's madness in order to win the war, which is difficult considering the battle was lost. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.